Hello.
Dear Kelsey. Hey. So, as you know, we decided that we want to keep in touch by making videos, very much in the style of the Vlog Brothers, aka John and Hank Green, and the Fletcher family, so Carrie, Tom, and his wife Giovanna. So, for anybody else who might be watching, check out those. I'll put a link in the bottom, just in case you don't know who they are. But basically, the idea is that since we don't see each other ever because we live in different states and have lives and whatever, that we can communicate and update each other on our lives and our thoughts by making videos to just share with each other and the world, or whoever wants to watch, whatever. My thought that's on my brain today is, this is like the week that we would be going back to school, if we were going back to school, and that's just a weird thought that I've been having. Like, this is the first time since I've been, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 years old, that I haven't gone back to school in the fall. And how weird is that? Like, that's such a weird concept, the fact that we're old enough now to not be going to school. So does that mean that we're adults now? Because I don't know if I like that idea, especially because how do you adult? Right? So that's kind of what I've been thinking about. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, if you've gotten used to the fact that you aren't going to school anymore, or if that's like totally something that you don't have any idea what that's like either, if that's just kind of a thought that you've been having. So I'm not in school. What am I doing with my life? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? That's the question we all want the answers to, but don't have. So I know we've been talking a lot lately about how we aren't entirely satisfied with what we're doing with our lives because we have friends going off doing wonderful things that we're super proud of, but we're not doing the things that we want to do, and sometimes aren't quite sure how to go about doing those things. I was telling a friend of mine about that the other day, and we were talking about how, you know, you have to take the steps that you want in order to get to that level. But sometimes we don't know what those steps are, and sometimes even if we do know what those steps are, we don't even know how to act on those or how to make them even happen. And so she reminded me that waiting is also an action. And I never really thought about that before because, I mean, obviously it doesn't mean you're going to sit around and wait for something to happen, because most likely something's not going to happen. But she also said, well, what if the timing's just not right? And I thought that was kind of weird because in my mind, you know, nobody's going to hand me my dream job or hand me my dream life. And that's true. Nobody is going to hand you that. So yeah, you do need to kind of do some work on your behalf. But at the same time, just because you're not doing anything or you're not taking steps every single day toward that goal doesn't mean that that day is a waste. Because sometimes waiting is an action. Sometimes it's like, well, maybe I just need to wait for a better day to do this. Maybe that's kind of what I thought about making this video. I was going to do it a couple days ago and nope, didn't happen. Maybe I better wait for a different day. And look, now it's happening. So it doesn't mean that that other day was a waste. It just kind of meant that the timing was off, or I was just lazy. But, you know, same thing. But most importantly, my thoughts this week, right now, this moment, is that we aren't going to school anymore. Not that it has specific relevance to exactly what we were talking about in this video, but more just relevance to life in general. Something I kind of want to end every video with is a word that I learned when I worked for orientation, which I don't know if I ever told you this word before. I think I have, but either way, telling you again, the word is dumela, and it's Swahili for I affirm you, I believe in you, and I see the great potential in you. And I think that's just something kind of cool to remember every day, that even though adulting is hard, someone still has hope for you. That's it! Done. Just kidding, but for real though, Jamela. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.